Good morning, everybody. What is going on? Happy September 9th, 2019. Slowly making it to 2020. Let me just go ahead and oh shit, man. God, dude. Long weekend again, man. 10 pounds heavier, 20 pounds heavier. Eating like a freaking pig lately, dude. Just been enjoying the life. Things have been going too well, bro. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever just feel like sometimes things are just moving along too quickly and you just can't grab it and pause it and just embrace everything that's going on in your life? Like shit's just like you're just, eventually on a roller coaster, you just keep going up the damn hill and it's so good, but you're like, when is the drop going to happen? When's the fucking fall going to happen? And that's just kind of how I have been feeling lately. Just shit has been lining up and things have been going well. And I'm here. I want to take a moment, and I say it all the time. I am the most blessed person I could ever. My life has gone a route that I never expected it to go. I never expected to be here sitting in front of 1,137 people. I know some are active, some aren't. But I've never expected my life would ever end up like that. Where people sit here and listen to what I have to say and subscribe to my page. And, I don't know what it is, why it is, but I'm just so fucking happy, yo. Like, I can't thank you guys enough for showing love to the podcast, showing love to me outside of the podcast, for just showing love to yourself. Like, that's a beautiful thing, watching people take care of themselves and be good to themselves. And, yeah, I'm blessed. And I will keep on giving back to every single person out there as I possibly can. If you ever just want to talk, reach out to me. And I'll be available to talk. And I'll say some shit that you may or may not like, but you know what? Sometimes honesty is the hardest thing to hear, but honesty is the most beautiful thing that you need. But yeah, guys, welcome to the Alien Man. Shout out to Haley, who is my girlfriend's sister. I think I could say her name on public. I don't think she gets upset. Oh, maybe. We'll find out. But shout out to Haley. She made me this awesome portrait, and I love it. I fucking love it. I remember I was showing her some things about like things that I like. Like, I love aliens. I love like anything with space, and she made me this. I think it's Elon Musk. I don't know if that was their intention, but it's like Elon Musk in a space outfit. Looks like he's on Mars or the moon, and he's looking at an alien. I love that. I don't know. I love the black background. It's just super, super cool, and I'm super blessed to have people in my life like that who actually give two shits about me enough to go out of the way and make something and surprise me with it. And I just want to give a big plug and a big thank you to Haley for producing that artwork for me. God knows I can't do shit like that. But that's a permanent resident. That is going to stay on the wall of the podcast. We are building up a wall, and it's so cool, man. Build that wall, right? Build that motherfucking wall. This wall. Dude, I was sitting here. I came in last night. Well, okay, this morning I came in after the gym. I'm looking at the books that I've read. Dude, this book right here, this Behave book by Robert Sapolsky, I've talked about it all the time. It was a 700-page book written by a endochronologist or something like that. A neuroendocrinologist. That's what he is. And I was just like, holy, that's not me, bro. Like, I'm not that smart. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not that smart. I swear to God, I'm not that smart. But I fucking read that whole book, front to cover. Then I was like, oh, I read Steven Pinker. Oh, I read Sapiens, which is two amazing. Like Steven Pinker and Yuval Noah Harari are absolutely amazing authors. This book right here, No More Mr. Nice Guy, someone at the gym got it for me, which is fucking beautiful. I read that book. Elastic by Leonard Mlodinowo, who is a theoretical physicist and just way too smart for me. I read that book too. And then Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, and The Middle Brain. I'm just like, holy shit, dude. Like, I've just been reading so much, and I feel a lot smarter, bro. I really do. Also, I got a brand new I don't know what I got a brand new of. I think I've already showed this thing right behind me. But I've been drinking this iced coffee, and I've been loving it. Just delicious iced coffee. So good. But yeah, it's my birthday. Um, it's my motherfucking birthday, bro. God bless to my mom, dude. I don't know how she did it. She's a shorter woman. She's like 5'5". Petite. I mean, not petite, but she's a, she's a woman. She's 5'5", and um, not super large, not super small. She's just an average size woman. And I'm thinking about this shit. So I wake up and, happy birthday, from my mother, my father, my sister, my best friend Charles Goodman, obviously my girlfriend. And I wake up and I'm getting all these thank you messages or not. I'm getting all these happy birthday messages from people I know personally, and there'll probably be more on my phone here in a second. But I'm getting all these, and like on Facebook, like on the timeline, there's a bunch of happy birthdays, and I don't feel like going at those yet because I want to. Like for me, when I give a response to anybody, I want it to be very heartfelt, and I don't want it to just be like if someone asks me, "Do you remember writing that?" I want to be like, "Absolutely, I remember doing that," because that's how I feel about everybody showing me love all the time. Because I know when I show love, I don't do it too much, but when I do, I sit down and I fucking I mean it with everything I say, and I'm ready to talk for hours about it. But I'm just sitting here and I'm getting all these happy birthdays. And the first thing I keep thinking of is my mom. I'm like, holy shit, my mom had to push me out of her body 23 years ago. Her life changed. Like that. And then I started getting like anxious about it. Like I couldn't imagine being my mom or my dad. Like I don't have any kids. And the idea that one day you wake up and you're anticipating it, for 9 months, for 10 months, for years that you want to have a kid. But the day you have a kid, I can't even imagine. I can't even start to picture that kind of just pure joy and happiness. Like that is just the most mind-blowing things about birthdays. Is yeah, it's your birthday, cool. I didn't do shit. I just haven't died, and it's been 23 years of that. But my mom, and my father, their life completely changed just by like a snap of the fingers, and that's just so mind-blowing to me. It's like every birthday that I ever see of somebody's, including mine, for the longest time, I've always just like, thank you to my mom. I'm going to do an Instagram post today about it. Like, thank you to my mom having to deal with a 10-pound fucking baby. I was a 10-pound baby. I was like the size, like I'm a bowling ball size baby. Like if you're going bowling with a group of friends, most people don't go past 10 pounds. It's like 10 pounds is heavy. I'm bigger than the average bowling ball size. Just a fucking, and I had orange hair. I had like orange curly hair. I kind of had like an orange Jufro. I was a rugrat, dude. I was a rugrat. And now 23 years later, we're like celebrating me. I'm like, dude, no, like that's cool. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. And I honestly mean that. Thank you so much for everybody saying happy birthday. But like, dude, my mom, bro, like fucking shoot her a message. Say, congratulations on pushing the kid out from you. I don't know where that was coming from, but like the older I get, and I know I'm young, but the older I get, the more I feel so blessed, and I feel very lucky. I feel very lucky because the things that most people never find in life, I have found early in my life, and I've made decisions that I've already know are bad decisions. I've already kind of found a purpose, and I already kind of found a way of thinking that I know I can just stack on top of. Like I have a wonderful, amazing support system, starting from my sister to my girlfriend. My girlfriend has helped me in, whatever, more ways than anybody could ever imagine. My parents, my friends, the places I work, everyone has always been so supportive of me. And I feel like every time it's my birthday, I should be giving thank you to everybody who has done that, who has taken the time out of their day, their life to just talk and just listen to me rant, and everybody who has done me wrong and everyone who's done me good and everybody who's still there when I turn around and I need somebody. Like, you're a fucking beautiful person. And my happy birthday wishes I'm getting, I put back out there in the world. And I hope that one day, if you are struggling, and I hope one day that if you are on a path that you're not, that you shouldn't be on, and that the end result is nothing good, and I hope if you find yourself just kind of floating in this world with no North Star, I hope you continue on that path, and then you eventually can figure it out. I would normally say I hope you find your path, but I know you won't find your path until you find all the wrong paths. And that's a serious saying. Like, that's a true fucking statement. You're not going to ever find your North Star. You're never actually ever going to find the path that is best for you until you find all the paths that are fucking dangerous, bro. And, I'm a big believer in making goddamn mistakes and making very, very irresponsible decisions, because at the time you think they're right. And no one's ever going to tell you that they're wrong and you're going to believe them. No one's ever going to tell you not to do something and you're going to believe it. It just doesn't work that way. You're going to have to put your fucking head in the fire and hope you can get it out in time. That's just the truth, and that's a harsh reality of life. But the more and more you make really bad decisions, but you contemplate them and you think about them, and someone can present them to you. And it's so important. Like, when a kid burns himself, you show them the stove. Like, don't put your hand on that. It's so important to be able to hold yourself accountable when you fuck up, like, and when you make a mistake. And I think that is so damn important. That's what I wish. Happy birthday to everybody who's shown me love. And I can't do anything without the support I get every day. And 23 years old, I'm young as hell, dude. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm young, but I feel like I'm a lot older because the people that I associate myself with are just so, they're on a different platform, and no bullshit with me, I work my goddamn dick off, dude. I work hard, and I show love, and I put positive energy out there, but I also am a very negative person at times. I'm a very honest person with people, and it is what it is. And I mean, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm sitting in the corner of my bedroom doing a podcast, so but I just want to give a big thank you to everybody who has shown love. And yeah, dude, 23 years old. By 30 years old, I don't know. I don't like making long-term goals, but the few things that I really, really want in my life, my ultimate North Star, the ultimate thing that I live my life for, is to have a family and have kids where I can watch them grow and watch their little minds function and see them make decisions. And I've always wanted to just be the moon bounce for their life. That's my, like, literally when people ask me, why do you do what you do? And it's because I want to be financially free. I want to be financially free. I want to be emotionally 100% emotionally, physically, mentally available for everybody in my life, especially my family. So I'm going to work my goddamn fucking ass off right now so I can achieve those goals in 10 years, bro. And that's the truth, man. That is my North Star. By 30 years old, I want to have a full-on family. I want to have a family where I can come home and I can just love, and I can give them as much time as I want to give them. I don't want to have to follow a damn schedule. I don't want to have to listen to somebody tell me what to do. I don't want to have to listen to somebody decide when I can and can't see my kid's football game. I don't want to have to deal with any of that shit. And I'm going to fucking work my ass off every damn year to make sure that shit doesn't ever happen to me. I want to make sure that when my son says, hey, Dad, can you come to my baseball game? I don't want to have to pause and say, let me check my schedule. I don't want to have to pause if my daughter says, hey, Mike, can you come, or hey, Dad, can you come to my dance recital? Can you come to my baseball game, or come to my softball game, or come to my cheerleading practice? Can you pick me up after school? I don't want to have to sit there and pause and look at my damn schedule and say, let me get back to you. Like, bullshit, fuck all that. No, I want to be there available every single time that somebody needs me, and I don't have to do something radical, bro. And if I do have to check my schedule, it's because I made a decision. I got to let people know, hey, I'm not coming. And that's what I feel most important about birthdays, is that each year that goes by, each year, a birthday should remind you. When your birthday comes around, it should remind you quickly. You know it. You know how you feel. If you wake up and another birthday's come around, you're like, oh, another birthday. You're doing so many things wrong. But if you wake up and you're like, fuck yeah, dude, look at my past year. Look at my past year. Look what I have accomplished. And you can put it into a break my laptop. You can put that shit in a box. That's beautiful, man. Every year that goes by, you should be producing a higher and higher magnitude. You should be applying more bandwidth to things that you love. And if you're not, man, Not happy birthday to you. Get your fucking shit together, bro. And I'm telling you right now that I can look I can look back on this past year, man, and I can honestly say, true to God, hand on my heart, that I have been just nose into the ground working my fucking ass off. Nothing to show for it, but I'm telling you, man, the bases are lining up. I'm building the little. I've cleared out the forest. I'm building the structure, the base structures for so many different things that are going to be growing this year. This 23 to 24, I'm telling you right now, just watch. And that's what I want for everybody. Happy birthday. Cool. Thank you so much. But when you have your birthday, when you have a year that goes by, if you wake up and you're looking forward to your birthday dinner and you're looking forward to your birthday evening more than you're going back in your life, and you're trying to put together each year, are my years stacking up to each other to build something beautiful? Remember, this is my North Star, so whatever I'm saying, if you disagree, fine. But for my North Star, what I want is to look at my kids dead in the fucking eye. I want to be able to do whatever they want to do at any time of the day, any time of the year. To me, that's beautiful. And I will continue to work my ass off every single day to be able to achieve that. I will wake up at 5:30, record 2 podcasts, then go to the gym, then go to work. I will do whatever it takes to achieve that. I will do whatever it takes to achieve that. And I hope, God damn it, I hope if you are somebody right now who loves things and you have a passion and you're not working every day to do that, and you're suppressing your emotions and your passions for the greater cause of society, or because it's frowned upon by your parents, or because your friends might judge you, or somebody that you don't even know might judge you. I hope you realize how fucking bogus and bullshit that is, and you grab your fucking life, pick it up, and you shake it, and you make it just pour out happiness, man. Pour out happiness. Because that's what I want you to do, man. That is what I want you to do. I want every birthday to go by to be beautiful. I want every day. Ugh, I want it so much more than I think you guys want it for yourself. I really do. I truly, to God, believe that. Because I want so much goodness for so many people. Because I want goodness for myself, and I won't stop. Nothing is going to stop me, man. Yeah, man. Happy birthday to me, I guess. September 9th, 1996. A fucking crazy man was born. Let's get this shit together, bro. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. It's a beautiful day to be alive, man. It's a beautiful year to be alive, bro. It's a beautiful day, goddamn day. You know, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's absolute hell, bro. Sometimes it's absolute hell. Sometimes it's not, man. I don't know. By 30 years old, I want to have a beautiful family. By 40 years old, I want to be able to look back into my 30s and into my 20s and to just be comfortable with everything I've ever done. With everything I've ever done in my life. And that's young, right? 40 years old is young. And by 40, by 35, I want to start TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy. I've told my girlfriend this, who's going to be my wife one day. And I've told a lot of people this, by 35, I'm gonna be juicing, bro. I'm gonna be going to the doctor. I'm gonna get testosterone pumped in my body, because my my thing is, like, why not? Like, I want to have energy. I want to have mental clarity. I still want to, like, be able to, like, please my wife, and, like, take care of her. And I still want to be able to go out with my kids and hang out with them and play around and not feel lethargic. And, like, your testosterone, like, decreases over a period of time. And, like, if you can stop that, fucking do it. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't do it. Okay, first of all, I don't understand why there's such a bad stigma with using testosterone. It doesn't make sense to me. People have no issue with, like, taking certain prescriptions to elevate their senses, or to not elevate, to de-elevate, maybe. to lower their senses, lower the ambitions, or to up their ambitions. But people freak the fuck out if I'm like, I'm gonna take some steroids. I'm gonna take like, and this is not even steroids. It's done by a doctor. I'm gonna take some TRT. People like lose their mind, bro. Like I'm not a doctor, but if you're 35 years old and yeah, obviously, like make sure you're working out. Make sure you're still taking care of yourself. If you're not eating healthy, if you're not like working out, or if you're not like at least walking, like don't like why would you take TRT? It'd be like it's like putting gas into a car that like the wheels don't work. Like it's not gonna. You gotta fix the damn wheels. Like the tire's flat. Why are you putting gas into the car? It's not gonna go anywhere. Like pump up your tires. Get yourself a base. Fucking do it, dude. So by 35, bro, I'm gonna be pumping TRT into my body, and then by 40 years old, I wanna. So this is crazy. Like my second North Star. So I guess my North South, my Northwest Star. I want a winery so bad. I love wine. Like, I like the taste of it. It's pretty good, but like, who really likes the taste of just black coffee? Some people do. I enjoy everything about the coffee. You know, I enjoy like the waking up and smelling it and the first sip when it hits your lips, it just feels so good and like you just feel like you're about to take on the day. Like when you're drinking coffee, it's like a moment of your day where it's just so like you feel so you feel at peace, you know. And like so by a certain age, I want to be planning for like a winery, bro. Like I really do. I want to have like wine. I want to have and like wine. So like I was saying about wine, like I like the taste of it. Um, it's not like my favorite, but I just love everything about it. I love when you're drinking it, and I hope I don't sound like an alcoholic, but I love the like the slight buzz you get. It's a different kind of buzz. You know, you don't get violent. You just get happy. You laugh. You joke around. You have a good time. Um, so I really want to like start. I want to plan for that. You know, I want to plan for a winery. So by 50 years old, I can just do that. I want to. I don't know. I almost like want to get into cigars too. Like I would love to like smoke cigars. Just so much life ahead of me, and I'm so young, and you know, I honestly feel like the work ethic I have is just it outdoes everybody else, and I think that's just that's how I feel, but that's how you should feel, bro. You should feel the same way that I feel right now. And if you don't, something's broken. You got to fix that. I'm telling you, something is broken. You should feel that anybody that is put up against you is going to lose. That's how I feel. I really do. I really do feel that way. And I think so many people don't feel that way because they're told that's quote unquote selfish or they say that's disrespectful to people. Like fuck that. Roll it up in a goddamn burrito and throw it in the trash can. Like that's such nonsense, bro. Like you have to take some pride in what you do. You know, if you do a good job at anything, you can be humble about it, but celebrate it, dude. Like if you work hard and you find that your level of happiness is increasing directly because of your ability to work your goddamn face off, celebrate that shit, man. Just celebrate it, you know. And one day I want to have grandkids, and one day I want to just. I love kids. I want to have kids. I want to just. I've been hiking so much lately. Dude, we went hiking this past weekend to a place I think called Reed Mountain, which is in Virginia, right outside of Blacksburg, in a town called I'm not gonna remember the name of it. Little town, not a lot of people, and it was just like you know that phrase when people say it's like breathtaking. Like when I opened up when it was a long hike and it was in the middle of nowhere. Like when we parked, we literally took 3 miles to get to the parking lot, which wasn't a parking lot. It was on a gravel road, first of all. So it's a 3 mile gravel road, and there's a resort up there. It's called Mountain Lake Resort, and it was like, it was a really nice resort. But like the place we were hiking was like 3 miles past that, and like they had pavement but with no lines, and like the gravel road was like, I hope there's not a car coming because if there is, somebody's going off the fucking mountain because there was like no room. I mean, obviously that's an exaggeration. There was some room, but yeah. So it's like 3 miles in like Taylor's brand new pickup truck, 2019 Chevrolet, and we get there and I look around and I find this place. So I'm the one who's like, let's go hiking, or she was like, let's go hiking. I'm like, okay, let's go hiking. And I found this place, and then we get there. Well, the first time I put it in my phone, and it pulled us up to like a water plant place. So I was like, this isn't it. So she was pissed. I was pissed. So then we end up finding it, and so we park, and there's nobody there. There's one car there, but there's nobody else there. And this path was like made by like a deer. Like it looked like it was just made by one deer. It was very small, very skinny, very overgrown, but it was so beautiful, man. There's something just about being out in the forest where there's damn bears, bro. Like there's bears, there's coyotes, there's anything. There's like foxes, there's I don't know, porcupines maybe. Yeah, it was so beautiful. You could like hear the water. It's so peaceful. It's just me, Taylor, and our dog. And we're walking, and there's a few signs saying like, "Oh, you're going the right direction." And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Like, cool, okay, at least we found a sign. But like, I don't know where we're going. First of all, I didn't know what to see, what to expect. It's just something about overlook, but I don't really know what that meant either because I couldn't really find a picture on Google, and like the trail had no reviews, so I was like, "Fuck, maybe no one's been there for a reason." Couldn't figure that out, but I didn't care. We still went. But yeah, so we're like hiking, and it's just so beautiful. It's like there's some parts where it's just look like a regular forest, but then and our dog loves it, dude. She almost like jumped off the cliff. Like she's just so reckless, but she's not reckless, but like if Taylor and I are somewhere, she's gonna be there. Like she has this no, like some animals have like a fear of like jumping or like a fear of like something. Our dog doesn't. Like she just jumps around, jumps out of things, jumps onto things. Like she's a beast. She's I love her. I love her to death. She's a fucking beautiful, beautiful dog. Anyways, so we're hiking around, and whatever time's going by, and our phones aren't working, which is a beautiful thing. I love going places where our phone doesn't work. And then we get like into this marsh, and it's like it's kind of it was weird. Like I was talking to Taylor about it. I was like, I feel like we're in the middle of a river, but there's no water. So it was like rocks, and like the beds were kind of like slanted towards the middle. So it's like this should be a waterway, but it wasn't. So the repercussions of it, I think, used like being a dried out riverbed, is that the trees were so beautiful, and the roots were going under the ground, and everything was just so like nice and wet and like just rich with green, and it was so gorgeous. And we're just walking along that, and we show up to this opening like 2 miles into it because, like I said, I did no research. 2 miles into it, and we, when people say something's like breathtaking, this was actually breathtaking. Like that feeling you get when you're like on an elevator or like you're on an escalator. Trying to get up with my coffee. You're on like an escalator, and maybe this is just me, but like my balance is off putting. If you look up, so if you're on an elevator, you're going up the steps, or you're being elevated up to the elevator, escalator, you're being escalated up the steps. You put your head up like that. You feel like you're off balance, like you're here. You're like, that's how I felt walking just to look at this area, and it was so beautiful, man. It was so beautiful. We did it twice. We did that one, and then I think like 2 weeks ago we did another one. But it literally took my breath away. Just beautiful mountains and so many colors that you can't even make up. We don't even have names for as people. Like these greens, but like these greens mixed with like oranges and like mixed with like yellows and reds and like patches of just dark brown and like a house. I think I saw two houses. But like these eagles just flying. Like these eagles were just flying in like the open mountain range, and it was like scaring the shit out of me. Um, and like these rocks that we were just sitting on, and we took like really cool pictures. And if you, I actually made an Instagram page for the podcast, which I don't think there's anything up there yet, but it's just called Michael Lab Show. Um, I think I might put a picture on Mike R Labs, which is my main Instagram. It was just so gorgeous, dude. And I just at that moment, I turned around and I saw my girlfriend Taylor, and I saw my dog, and I just felt so at peace, man. I was like, this is it, bro. This is it. This is what I want. I want this as quickly as I possibly can get it. I want it now. It was beautiful. I felt so just relieved. I felt so at peace about it. I did. I felt so at peace about it. But these moments, they come and they go, and that's something I think a lot of people just need to understand, is that when it's not going well, it's not going to get better until like the badness crushes you, you know, because it wouldn't. If it's going bad, it's not just gonna flip around and go good, because it's like a survival mechanism. It's like, no, if it's falling apart, the wheels are gonna all fall off the car, but then you're gonna have to learn how to put the wheels back on and to get going again. And that's what's beautiful about life, is that when it does go wrong, it makes sure it leaves an imprint into your head that lets you know, hey, bro, this is how bad it can get. Do you want this again? And at that moment, you make that decision. Do I want to feel like this again? If the answer is like, fuck you, you're like, this shit ain't gonna happen again to me, then you're fucked. It's gonna happen again. But if your decision is like, do I want this to happen again? No. Okay, so what do? I have to better myself, and I have to build better defense strategies to make sure this doesn't happen again. Also got to understand, you got to become comfortable knowing that it will happen again, and that when it does happen, you have beaten it before. It's like you're calloused. You're stronger for when it does happen again. Another tangent I went on. But it was so beautiful, and came back, and it was like the perfect celebration of a birthday. It was just her and I out there just talking. Like, I see some couples out there and they just don't talk. I mean, we've been together for 3 years, which for some people's long and some people's not long. But it's moderately long, especially for being 20 to 23 and she was 18 to 21. It's it's a decent amount of time, and it's like the conversations we have aren't like, oh, did you see what Stacy posted on social media? Or did you see what Joe said about his girlfriend? You see that they dumped him. No, our conversations are like, hey, so did you know like danger and fear are like completely different things, and like danger's like, or fear is triggered by danger, and like that's like, people with like higher levels of anxiety have an overactive amygdala, and like your prefrontal cortex is the last like evolutional part of your brain, and it's only found in like primates, and it's biggest in humans. It's also found in dolphins, but some animals don't have it. Like, did you hear about like the reptilian part of your brain? Like, that's why people are hungry, and that's why people always are fucking and trying to fuck. Like, did you like those are the conversations that we have, and like it's just so beautiful to like have a best friend as a girlfriend, and it's something that I think, dude, you hear some people, they're just miserable and they're unhappy. It's like, well, I get it, but I also think that you do have a choice about what you want, and I think, if you just constantly make bad choices, bro, you're gonna not be happy. I mean, it's common sense, right? It's just common sense. Like, if I stop watering these plants, bro, they're gonna die. But this one over here, to my right, to your left, I think if you're watching this, and to the audio people, this one I think I killed, or it's in the process dying. But it's so cool. I can like watch the green. It's like slowly fading. Like each podcast that goes by, I can like see the green. Oh no, the thorns aren't as thorny anymore. But this one's the coolest, dude. This one's the coolest one right here. I love that one. It's like a little ball of like thorns. Like that one has so much attitude. That one like reminds me of like a chihuahua that would just fuck you up. Don't mess with him or her. She'll ruin your day. She'll ruin your damn life, man. She'll ruin it. She'll mess you up. This one's just like hanging out. This one looks like the grandfather, like it has some serious attitude to it. But it's football season, man. Man, it's football season. I didn't do a fantasy football draft this year. Usually I do it one or a few. But I usually do it like at the place I work. But I think this is the first year where I'm not working there. So I don't have a fantasy football team. Football is fun to watch. I feel like it's just not as cool as it used to be. I think it's too much of a business now. People make way too much money. People always bitch about that, but I truly think like there's just too much marketing. Like, what really? I remember I was watching football. I think like 3 years ago, 2016, 2017, and what really stopped me from watching is I'm watching the game and it's like second down and 10. I'm watching the Packers. I think they played the Bears or something. But so commercials come on during commercial break, right? That's when they come on. Um, and at the time, I was already weird about like football. It was always strange to me that we were watching dudes just break their faces open and like concuss themselves and get CTE. But then again, I like watching UFC, so I don't know how much I can say on that without sounding like an absolute hypocrite. You know, I also had 3 concussions in baseball, and I kept on playing. So maybe I shouldn't say that because I'll be a hypocrite, but we're all hypocrites at something. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but the ads. Yeah, so like the ads are during a commercial break, right? They're during a commercial break, and like during the Super Bowl, they're fun to watch. Like you watch the game sometimes just for the ads. But I'm watching this damn football game. My boy Aaron Rodgers has the ball, and in between the huddles, like during the huddles, the football game screen like minimizes and then pop up at the bottom right corner. Like if you minimize a YouTube video like on your phone or on your laptop or something, or yeah, on your phone, an ad comes up for Subway. And I was so pissed at that point. I felt like I was just being used. Like I felt like Subway, you couldn't wait for everybody else in their commercial break. Or hey, NFL, you're not making enough money off of Budweiser and all these other companies. You have to during the game, not even like timeout, not even like a punt or kick or whenever else they have commercial breaks. You couldn't even wait your turn, and you put up an ad during the game. I was pissed, bro. I was mad. I felt like a child. I was so angry. Like if a kid took my toy. When I was really young, there was a kid in my class, and we really liked like a specific toy. It was like a Tonka truck. I believe it was a Tonka truck. It had like a red body with like black rims and like a white looking top with like a black wait. It looked like a ladybug. It's like a Tonka truck that looked just like a ladybug, if you could picture that. Except without the dots. It didn't have dots on it. Just like the red body. Anyways, we're sitting there, we're playing like preschool or kindergarten, which is at like a church, which was fucking weird, bro. I grew up a Catholic, and so I grew up like around nuns and shit. Anyways, I digress. Let me get back on track. Focus, Mike. Let's get back on track. And so we're playing the Tonka truck, and I wanted to play, and then he wanted to play, and then we ended up like snatching it away from each other, and we got in trouble for it. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Long point of the story is when we had to go to the office, our teacher sat us underneath of a fucking or our priest. It was a priest because it was a Catholic school, and the priest lived right across the street from school, which I at the time didn't think was weird. But now you hear about the Vatican and like male prostitutes coming out and like kids getting fucked by a bunch of priests, and you're like, oh, this was weird. Somebody should have done some investigating and actually punish these priests for manipulating and child molesting kids. That's a weird one, right? It's like you don't want your priest to be, and I don't know if it's just, it could be any religion, but like the Catholic faith, I think the idea of is you don't want your priest to be be married, because you don't want them to be like, you want to put God first. Cool, I get it. And I guess having a woman would like distract you from that, and like you have sex with them, and you will react on your urges. But dude, that's like, you cannot not have sex. Like you go crazy, right? Just like if you don't eat or have water, if you don't have sex with the opposite sex, oh, that's gonna get me in trouble. Fuck. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. No, I'll fix it. If you don't have sex with the opposite sex, or if you are a homosexual person, if you don't have sex with your same sex, you will go crazy. You need that touch. Like, you need that kind of, you need that touch. You need water. You need food. But if you, like, strip that away from somebody, tell them, no, you can't do that, there's not many other options left, you know? And these people go crazy. Anyways, that's going to offend a lot of people. I'm sorry if it did. Shit. Oh, yeah. So we're, like, sitting in the principal's office. Oh, my body's so tight. The principal's office. No, we're sitting in the priest's office. And the priest is like, hey, you can't have back the toy until you like, both apologize to each other or whatever. And we had, like, this. What is that noise, man? Someone's, like, cutting the grass. We had, like, this collective agreement of, we, like, looked at each other. His name is Daniel. And I actually saw him a few years back. I forget where it was. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where I saw him. You hear that? I hear it. It's annoying me. It's really weird. I think it's a dump truck. With also, like, ripping up the street out there. I think my dog just clawed on the door. I think. Not my dog. My family's dog. Which I guess is my dog, too. Kind of. Anyways, let's focus, Mike. Oh, almost done. Focus. And we are sitting there, and we had, like, this collective agreement. We, like, looked at each other like, wait, if we just don't apologize, we can, like, miss a lot of class. And we ended up doing that. So we just sat there for a long time. And, we eventually, like, apologized, and, like, we were set free, ready to go. There's this another kid in my preschool. His name was Tyler. And Tyler was the first kid I've ever met in my life. He had arm on his hair. Had hair on his arm, which is, like, super cool. It was, like, a competitive thing that men do. And, like, men are very competitive. And so and also he's always flexed his bicep. And he had, like, a bicep that was like this, but, like, super tiny, compressed, and just, like, it looked, honestly, I think it was just a bone. But he's a really skinny kid. He had hair all over his arms, and he also had a huge bicep. And I remember being in preschool or kindergarten. I think it was kindergarten. My teacher's name was Miss Klimsak. Shout out to you, Miss Klimsak. You were awesome. First grade teacher was Miss Price. Second grade teacher was Miss Hampton. Third grade teacher was not Miss Swim. I don't know what it was. Fourth grade teacher was Miss, I don't know. Fifth grade teacher was Miss Buckley. I had a sixth grade teacher named Miss Roberts. Seventh grade teacher, I don't know. Eighth grade teacher, I don't know. Oh, Mrs. Stewart, maybe? That's middle school. And then high school, I don't know. Freshman year, I had Miss Liska. She was a beautiful teacher. In, like, ninth grade, like, all the dudes in the school. Anyways. Oh, yeah, but back to Tyler. Dude, I'm really bad today. I'm, like, ADD to, like, the fucking max today. Also, I think the caffeine's kicking in. And I also had a really good workout. And I'm going to get a podcast up today, which I was nervous I wouldn't do. But I am. Super pumped about that, too. So good, man. I put 3 Splenda in that thing. So good. This kid also didn't have an eye. He had a fake glass eyeball, and then he had one real eye. And during nap time, every day, every single freaking day, he would wake up right before I would wake up, or not every day, but the days he would wake up before me, he would take his eye out. And I don't think he did it on purpose. I think he just couldn't sleep with it in. Or, like, he could, but, like, there was no reason to because he couldn't see out of it anyways. Only reason why he had a fake eye is because he didn't want people to see him without an eye. I guess that was, like, his parents were worried that he was going to get bullied or something. So many things, so many strange things that, like, as an adult or the older you get, like, you look back on, and you're like, so many things parents did for the kids because they didn't want the kids to, like, get bullied or shit like that. Anyways, I used to wake up, and his eye would just be right there in front of me. I don't know if he, like, took it out and put it there to, like, scare me. I don't think he did. I think he just took it out and, like, kept it out until, oh no, because he was, holy shit. No, he was sleeping. when I woke up, he was still sleeping, so he didn't take it out intentionally to scare me. Unless he did like do that, unless he did um premeditate that before he went to bed, which I don't know if a kid that age, like 9 or 8 years old, can actually think that far ahead. Maybe they can. Maybe he was a savant. Maybe he could. Or maybe he's like a really smart, gifted kid and he could do that. He just love to scare the shit out of me. But I don't think that's the case. I don't believe that would be the case. I think he just that's just what he did. He had to take it out, and I would see it and it would scare the living shit out of me. Dude, look on my wall, man. God, dude, that's so cool, bro. I'm so fucking proud of this podcast setup, dude. I'm so proud of it. I thank everybody, man. You guys are such beautiful people. You guys show so much love to the podcast. Really do. And I'm really grateful for it. And I'm really happy it's my birthday and that you guys are showing me so much love. It's just going too well, man. I'm hungry as shit, though, man. I'm so hungry. But Tyler was a cool kid. I don't know what happened with him. I had another kid named Nathan that I swear was like straight for the Russian mafia. Like he would go back to Russia, like I think like once a year, and he was held back. I think he graduated at like 20, 21 years old, like from high school. I think that's what he told us his age was. He's good. He's a really cool kid though, but he was just so jacked, dude. He's like a short little kid with glasses on, smart as fuck, but would fuck you up too. Like he was a wrestling dude, and he would just fucking shit on you. We had this other kid named John. John used to be a wrestler, but he fought really, really tiny. I mean, I'm sure it's probably like 115, 100 pounds. So such a tiny weight class. This kid had ADD to the fucking max, bro. This kid was everywhere, all the time, nonstop. But I remember this is when I was like, dude, wrestlers are a crazy species of humans. I remember I was sitting there in I think English class maybe, and he had like a meet that day, or I don't know if he had a meet, but he had to like weigh in, and he was wearing like 4 sweatshirts, 4 pair of sweatpants. He was getting up like every 20 minutes to go like do push-ups and stuff like in the classroom, and if the teacher didn't allow that, he would say, "I need to go to the bathroom." But he wasn't drinking any water, but he was spitting into a bottle, bro. That was so crazy to me. He was just spitting into a bottle the entire time. That blew my mind. I think he made the weight cut and then he competed. But dude, that shit was just so crazy, so crazy. I could sit here and talk about people I went to school with so much. Rest in peace to Scott Mitchell, a kid I played baseball with for 4 years. Didn't know him too well, but I heard about his passing and I cried. It fucking sucks, dude. When people die, bro, it fucking sucks, man. Especially when they're good people. Best baseball player I've ever seen. Best baseball player I ever played with. Best baseball player seen was Josh Hader, who he's an all-star for the Brewers. But no, this kid Scott was the best baseball player I've ever played with. I mean, I didn't play with him too much. I mean, I played with him for 4 years in high school, or 3 years. But the way he carried us to the state championship, and he won for us. But just work ethic of a fucking tiger, dude, and so good and so talented and just so much passion with baseball. I mean, he would yell back at the coach is like not doing what he wanted because it was his team, bro. It was always his team, and he was the best. And his number 14 will live on forever. And I was fucking heartbroken when I heard about it, and I was more heartbroken about seeing how many people were heartbroken about it. It sucks when people that are good people pass away. And I've talked to him. I talked to him a lot, and I've hung out with him a few times. But the things that he's always told me was like, just fucking work, Mike. Just fucking work. And he worked so hard. He was the best. He's the best pitcher I've ever seen. Best hitter I've ever seen. Just a fucking animal, bro. Just a goddamn animal. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end it on that note. If you guys know anybody out there that you love, let them know you love them. Let them know that you're there for them. Because sometimes life is just a fucking bitch, and it's fucked up, and life just takes people away from you way too early. Many times. Many times. I'm not going to cry on the podcast. I told myself I wouldn't. At least not now, not yet. You guys don't know me like that. Shout out to Haley for getting me this donut. I don't think I even talked about that. I have this awesome donut hairband on that I fucking love. She got me this one, and she got me like a Bigfoot, which is big. Bigfoot is like the two-eyed version of Cyclops, and Cyclops is like just Bigfoot who got an eye like removed. She also got me this sign. Awesome picture. So grateful for the people in my life, guys. Thank you so much. This was a special birthday podcast. And I'm so blessed for everybody who shows love. And thank you guys so much for everything that everybody does for me. I cannot do anything with you. I would not do anything with you. You guys make my life so beautiful. I hope I make your life decent at times, sometimes. I know I could be a pain in the ass to so many people out there. I do know I'm really good at doing that. Be good to people. Be good to yourself. It's Monday. Have a great Monday. Kick some fucking ass today. Take some fucking names. Be good. Everybody around you. Make people smile. Take care of your brain. Take care of your body. Take care of your emotional state. If you have something to say to people, say it, good or bad. Be truthful. Don't be a fucking prick. Have a beautiful weekend, guys. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell. Haven't said that plug. Hit that notification bell. Follow me on Mike R Labs. Follow me on Silence Fitness. Follow me on Michael Labs Podcast on all the social media platforms. Be sure, if you see my mother, tell her congratulations for having a 10-pound baby. Also with red hair. Also, if you guys are listening to audio, please leave it a review. I've had a few reviews. They help so much. Leave it a rating, 5-star preferably. But if you hate it, 1 star is perfectly fine. Or if you really hate it, tell other people to hate it too. But if you really like it, do the same thing. Guys, I'm going to let you go. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I will have a guest on maybe the next episode. Not too sure, but I will be having a guest on in the near future. Congratulations to Vince, who is my editing. He's helped me a lot with basically putting this whole podcast together. Shout out to him for getting I think it's a pretty big deal, a pretty big break. Not a break because he works his ass off, but a pretty cool opportunity with a really cool big company. Can't say it. I don't think I should. I don't want to get in trouble. Guys, thank you so much. Have a beautiful week. Have a great Monday. Kick ass.